and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
Fries checked in for Cleveland. The Heat also changing it up. Scotty's checked in for Anthony Bennett. Winslow comes in for Garrett Temple. And Freak subbed in for Darren Williams.
An amazing run for him the second half of the season. First in scoring, fourth in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Channing Frye out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Dang, and it's Irving at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Freak's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
There's a screen. Here's Irving. Cannot hit. And Miami the other way now.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity stripe. Freak is second.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, typically you're going to find your best free throw shooters at that point guard spot. But it doesn't happen automatically. I mean, these fellas are consistently working and practicing to keep that percentage as high as it is.
That's good.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 32 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Dishes it to Wade. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
G's checked in for Miami. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And that one's good. Freak.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Shumpert against Wade. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Freak. He's got 13. Bosch a screen on Irving. And he lobs it up. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Anthony Bennett's checked in for Miami. Williams comes in for Freak. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Heat out front, leading by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Freak, he's in at point guard. Scott is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Here's Freak, following the basket by Kenneth Fareed.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
Outside Bosh. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Scott. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Fareed. And stolen by Scott. Here's Freak. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game... this snub, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Looking at Cleveland since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. 4th in steals, 11th in opponent points per game, and they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
And that ranking in the steals category, airtight perimeter defense, is one of the things that makes this team go. Their aggressiveness, for me, sets them apart.
6 to shoot. There's the pick. On its way from Irving for 2, and the shot is long.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
That's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Passes it to Shumpert. Right side, Irving. Here's Fareed. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
That's his first.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Now here's Freak. 15 points in the game. The feed to Bosh. Here's Freak. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And the dunk by Winslow.
That's the epitome of the teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
Here's Irving. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Here's Fareed. That one off the back iron and out. The Heat leading by 6. Throws it up high.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Freak dishes to Bosh. to the middle. Freak kicks to Winslow. Left side Bosch. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. That's good.
Mike Scott.
Scott's got his second bucket tonight.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's more than his big.